He is still a very good player because, you know, CFL is just kind of the realm of kings almost, at least in Florida. So getting into this set, it's going to be really interesting. You and I were talking about it a little bit ahead of time, where Villager has some of the best counterplay to Diddy in the entire game, and that's just pocket banana.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a good way to disarm the monkey, if you will. Well, wait, there's some confusing math going on this. Is it 1 equals 2? You know, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a mathematician by any means, Last, but I got to say, that does not add up in my head. 1 does not equal 2.
On the other side of the screen, we've also got like
190.
190. So there's some interesting debate going on between these two players.
It's like two scientists, like, wait, which one discovered which? But here we go, man. Like you said, a huge thing in this matchup is going to be the banana control, as always against Diddy. Pocket is going to be a big factor there, but also the offstage recovery too. Villager has some really good ledge trapping options, especially when you get the tree set up there, but also offstage with fair, all those options. Down air too to cover the ledge. It'll get interesting, Last.
Right, but offstage Villager actually struggles a little bit too because Balloon is so like linear and also slow.
Yep.
There are a lot of clips out there of like monkey flip just popping the balloons and making sure that Villager like can't really do what he wants to get back to the stage. And so far this has been perfectly even, but we see the double parry coming through from JAVI. He's trying to find some way to punish another parry, so it seems like he's definitely got monkey flips timing down at least.
Yeah, for sure. I love that up tilt too. It lingers with 2 hits. It's got good kill power. It's actually really close right there. Probably a couple more percentage on the Diddy and it would have done it. But here we go, ledge pressure. Covering the high option there. You don't want to jump into that Lloyd rocket, but now you're off stage. This is what we were talking about. The Nair, good hesitation there, though. Player-1 able to recover. Very nice stuff.
Yeah, I loved the drift back on that because he recognized exactly what JAVI was going for. He was going to try and throw out a lingering option to cover the space between. Oh! Player-4 almost sniped him there, or Player-1, excuse me.
Player-4.
I was thinking of Reggie. Yeah.
Shout out to Reggie, bro.
Shoutouts to Reggie. He almost got sniped there by that, but JAVI was able to get around it. And now trying to make use of the Lloyd rocket. We're 2 minutes in, Haz, and we've yet to see the first stock go away, but there it is.
He flew into the rocket. We're going to really see the barrel, the rocket technicians on both sides here. You got the Lloyd rocket, you also got the gyroid, and you also got the barrels from Diddy. We saw them kind of acting up from Player-1. See if that comes into play, but look at the pocket right now. He's got that banana peel, and he's not going to let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a time limit on pocket, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly what it is, so eventually Diddy will get his banana back, but it's going to be like a long absence, and he's definitely going to feel the strain of not having one of his biggest tools in neutral, not being able to get those confirms of like banana F smash, banana up smash. That's going to make it a lot harder, and we might even see Diddy suffering from like a little bit of arthritis here.
Yeah, it's definitely really interesting to watch people play like the vanilla Diddy. You know what I mean? Like you can't go to the banana. Usually like in neutral, if you're not comfortable, you run away, you know, pull out the banana and get it ready to go. But if not, you gotta approach, you gotta fight as vanilla Diddy, which is just fun to see, honestly. But
yeah, and it's interesting to see like how creative some players can get with vanilla Diddy, because it's an interesting problem for them to solve, right? It's not something that they usually have to do, and when that is presented to them, they again have to get creative. But right now, Player-1 struggling quite a bit to solve this math problem.
Ooh, you see the juke right there?
That?
Left and right.
He still died, but it was cool.
And the kill resets too, obviously. You get the banana back for the KO. But speaking of KOs, we got another one. Back-to-back stocks, y'all. Going down here, a full stock lead right now for JAVI on Earth.
Yeah, Player-1 definitely needs to take as much advantage of banana while he has access to it as possible, because if he's not careful, it's just going to get pocketed again. JAVI's going to hold on to it for the rest of, foreseeably the rest of the game, if Player-1 can't get something going.
Yeah, and you see these villager fairs too, they're just going to carry Diddy off stage, which is where he doesn't want to be. You lose your resources, you're forced to... Oh my god, that was so close. I think that dropped on his foot, you know what I mean? You get the old Tom and Jerry sound effect in there.
the Mel Blanc scream.
You know, the powerful position for Villager, just holding down that center stage with bears left and right.
Right. When Villager has a lead, he doesn't need to approach. This is where he's at his strongest. He's a trap character. He can set up tree. He can set up like just spacing with the fairs. And I'm honestly not entirely certain what Diddy's supposed to do here.
Oh, especially, well, it's a good thing that Player-1 still has a banana, because he will at least be able to close that mid-range gap. But the second it gets taken away again, I don't know, man. It can get out of hand. There you go. Villager taking that stock down. Another slingshot action coming through last. That was a really, really clean game. And you can see where Diddy struggles in this matchup in a couple different ways. Approaching the air is not what he wants to do. He wants to be the one holding down the stage control, but it's really hard against Villager, who can take the banana and also control it with slingshots left and right, man.
Right, and like some of Diddy's hardest matchups in this game are zoners in general. add the fact that you don't have Banana to deal with some of that mid-range like you were talking about, it's kind of a recipe for disaster for any Diddy player coming up against a Villager, especially a Villager as confident as Javi, because he knows exactly how to play this. He plays Kiki almost constantly within the region, so he definitely like knows what he's doing to work around this, and we're seeing exactly that. It was a 2-stock, it was a strong 2-stock. Now we're going to Player 1's counter pick, but I don't think the stage was the problem, obviously.
Oh my god. Already? Are we losing a stock? There's no way! Absolute insanity, last. The stock is already gone. That is not what none of the Player 1 fans in the crowd wanted to see that.
We're in CFL though, so I think the crowd is overwhelmingly on Javi's side here. They're going crazy for this.
His tag's Javi on Earth, but this man's playing on a different planet right now, on a different plane of his existence, almost taking another stock, almost deleting Player 1 off the face of this Earth.
Ooh, looked for the roll in there. Player 1, very smart to recognize what Javi was looking for, rolled out instead. Now gets to play neutral a little bit again, but Javi seems to just be downright smothering him. Yeah,
that's a great word for it. I mean, it's just, that's the power of Villager, especially when you get that early stock lead. There's nothing better for Villager to have. He takes the banana right here. All right, I don't know what, you saw a bug or something on the other side of the stage, crushing that exterminator, you know?
He's busy fighting Player 1, but sometimes Player 3 gets some funny ideas.
Well, he thinks 1 equals 2, so, you know, he's fighting a like maybe the ghost of play, you know, there's 2 of them. I don't know, man. Maybe he needs to get his eyes checked. I don't know.
He's wearing glasses.
True.
Trying for that Lloyd Rocket KO again, still not able to find it. Player 1 comes back onto stage, but I will point out that he hasn't got Banana taken yet. It was only that one time during game 1, but he does land right on top of that up smash, and that's also not a good thing.
That's the thing, you see Villager. Wow, that was such a smooth grab. Cool. Yeah, I'll give it up for that for sure. Well, the other thing too is that he throws out the rocket, controls the ground, and then you are forced to jump and approach him to close the. Either you go up and you run and shield up the gyro, or you try to jump. And jumping in against Villager, you can see the up smash come in, all these different options that he has to cover those fair to cover your jump. But there's so many good things. Look at that, nice timing on the rocket again. Oh, yep. Double kick.
Still going to be able to make it back to stage. Thank you, Lloyd Rocket, giving Javi the ride of his lifetime to get back in.
That was really clean, man. He ran out of resources right there. Player 1 doing everything he can to close out that stock. Finally does off the top. Very nice job there. Player 1, though, this is just, it's looking really rough last. But
no, he needed so much more off of that conversion, and he is getting a little bit more with this up air ladder, but only 46%. And I know I'm saying only 46%, but right now it just doesn't feel like enough. Javi's about to lap him again in terms of percents if he's not careful, but Monkey Flip does beat out Nair. Player 1 does have control of the stage, and that's very important in this matchup.
Yeah. But again, got to recover. Like you said last, can get dangerous for Villager too. We saw that. Player 1 really putting on the pressure off stage, but now it's his turn to recover. Scary thing is that the axe is on deck now too. Get ready for a very strong aerial move there on the ground too. Just good shield damage. There it is. He's spot dodged it a few times though. It does have pretty bad end lag too though if you whip that axe. So I think Player 1's just scouting that out. He's confident too because if you mid-time that spot dodge or he reads it, you're dead.
Yeah, but I mean the fact is, like you said, it has so much end lag on it. Player 1 was literally able to F smash after spot dodging. So it's definitely like a huge risk reward for Javi because if he does hit it, Player 1 dies. If he doesn't hit it, he might die himself. So it's really situational, like when it's a good idea to go for it. But Player 1's done, like you said, a really good job of reacting to it. It's not really going to matter though, as Javi finds his second up smash of the game to close out the set, and I believe move on to top 24 if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Oh, he gets crowned!
They're crowning him.
There you go, a crown for a king. Very nice. Taking that one down 2-0, man. That is just, you know, honestly, I mean, we talked about the pocket and Diddy, Banana, and how that was all going to work out. And as you saw, that's how Diddy controls the neutral. If he doesn't have that anymore, he's literally down a move, as we saw. So it's just, and probably his most important move. Let's be real for a second. That Banana, he lives and dies by it. So you can't do, dude, think about it. You don't have